This is a gentleman that had 2 rounds of MesoTox, a very hyperdilute, high-volume Botox that I created in order to truly help rejuvenate the skin. He is 67 years old and flew in from Los Angeles, and he actually wasn't really even interested in his skin. He was interested in his hair and his eyes, which I performed, but he doesn't want to show those elements here. You can see the transformation actually in his skin, and it actually completely transformed him. This technique that I've spent a decade perfecting has really eliminated the problem of major bruising through the technique that I use, typically only a very short time period. It can be done in black skin, Hispanic skin, Asian skin, white skin, doesn't really matter. It can start to transform molecular damage to the skin unlike anything else. Someone asked me at dinner last week what I thought about SkinVive. And I said, absolutely not. I'm not a big fan of Allergan products, especially going into the 2nd, 3rd generation. Those accumulate in the skin, and I don't think they really transform the molecular structure of the skin. If you look at Botox, if you've done Botox for years, look at the areas where you've had Botox. You're going to see that they look incredibly beautiful, and that's because Botox changes the molecular structure of the skin in a very favorable way. They've had double-blind studies, and they've shown scar tissue, quality of skin, all those things are transformed. You can look at it in public information on PubMed for thyroid scars, etc. And in fact, if you look at people that have had, let's say, 10 years of Botox in their forehead, they actually, in my opinion, look even worse, because if you get a really good injector and you make that forehead near perfect, what you're going to have is a flawless forehead and a significant aging to the rest of the face. I also say, what can transform black skin with safety? And there is nothing. What can you use in the summertime? This can be done where you go out to the pool that same day, and you're not going to have any issues of hyperpigmentation or hypopigmentation. If anything, as you see, this actually regulates pigment. And I want to have you understand that it's not like with one round that somehow the pigment's all fixed and everything is corrected. This is a progressive, cumulative difference. If you look at Instagram, you can look at one of the photos of that I shot of myself, and you really see the transformation in my own skin, even a period of 2 years later. So this is a progressive, permanent change. If you say, well, how can Botox be permanent? All you've got to do, again, is if you've had Botox or you haven't had Botox for 2 years, look at the skin quality. If you've been to a good injector and you've been enough times, there is going to be a baseline correction that will last you years, if not decades. I always show this photo of Michael Douglas, who has this perfect, flawless forehead, and he's got this very aged lower face. And that looks fake. It doesn't look healthy. It doesn't look right. And I can use the same technique for any area of the body without toxicity risk. For stretch marks on the abdomen, breast lift scars, I can use it for neck and chest. It doesn't give you a facelift result, obviously, but it can be really combined with a facelift, can be combined with fat grafting, almost anything. So to me, this is a cornerstone of my practice. It's something I've spent a decade developing for safety, and I hope you can come in and experience how powerful this is in terms of how people visualize your face, even after one round.